the first game, what would happen in the second? Six-seeded Knights in front of Surrey. Caden Braun crisscrossing into the paint. Bounce pass to Lauren Strom. It's a 17-point lead for the Knights in the second quarter. But on the other end, Surrey's Micaiah Girding knocks down back-to-back threes. Neither even grazed the rim. Final minute of the first half, Michaela Altringer calls ISO, wins one-on-one, and finishes with the left. Knights capitalize on their blistering fast start to take down Surrey and set up a date with TGU in the district semis. Third game, top seed and the fourth-ranked team in the state, Berthold Bombers, on the ropes, trailing by 3 at halftime, but then outscore the Sioux 18-0 in the third. Here's a three from freshman Ella Brown. Final possession of the third, it is Brown again. This time, a little closer. Lead swells to 15. And talk about a tale of two halves. Berthold steal results in an uncontested layup for Casey Simons. Berthold advances after the first half scare. And the Bombers will face Glenburn in tomorrow's district semifinal. Minot North takes down Watford City. Botno responds from Monday's loss. And Rugby makes it 6 wins out of the last 7, taking down Turtle Mountain. Braves remain second in the region, followed by Botno and then Rugby. To the boys, Sentinels nearly reach the century mark against the Wolves. Wilton Wing stays unbeaten with a win against Class A's South Prairie Max, and Garrison knocks off Central McLean, and Shiloh Christian gets a win in Hazen. Now to boys hockey. Botno Rugby gets a big win for seeding purposes. The Braves are 5th right now in the WGA standings. Century came into tonight locked in to that 2 seed. Williston, Blanks, Dickinson, both of those teams are locked into the play-in round. Tomorrow is the final day of the regular season for boys hockey. To the girls' side, Minot High looking for a bounce back after last week's overtime loss. That's exactly what the Majets get with a 4-2 win at Devil's Lake. Well, KFYR Sports Director Luke Gamble sits down with Hettinger, Scranton's own Kyle Berdwick, who has transferred home to wrestle for NDSU. As Berwick tells us, he's taking his experiences away from home and capitalizing on them in his final season on the mat.
You went and spent a few years in the Big Ten at a couple of different places. You know, what did you take away from those experiences? Being able to, go away from home and experience life away from that, not only personally, but on the wrestling mat too.
Once I left Hettinger, my whole world got a lot bigger. Wrestling-wise, I've picked up so much over the years. I've gotten to grow off the mat too, which has really helped me on the mat. Wrestling in the Big Ten is no joke. Same thing with the Big 12. It taught me to really take on challenges, not get so down on myself when times are getting tough, but surrounding yourself with some good people, that helped as well.
This summer, getting a chance to do the U.S. World Team Trials, What was that experience like?
That's been something that I've talked with our coaching staff a lot too. I want to keep on wrestling, off the college scene, and I feel like in college we haven't gotten a ton of opportunities to wrestle freestyle, and I really love wrestling freestyle. That's been really cool to have that support from the coaches here. They want us to strive for those goals, make world team members, win the U.S. Open, stuff like that, outside of the college season, which is really cool.
When you walk in your room at night, what's the bullet point list of hey, these are the goals that Kyle wants to accomplish this year?
Top on the list was, coming into this year, was to really be a leader, be someone that can help build this program. Not by myself, but something that I started a long time ago that even as a little kid, I want to be somebody that the wrestlers in North Dakota, the young kids, they can look up to and strive for their own dreams and their own goals. For me, it's been putting together all the pieces for a whole season. So just really being consistent, putting my 7 best minutes on the mat, and being All-American. That's been my dream since a kid.